It was about love. That's what you've got to understand. Don't talk to me about race. Don't talk to me about politics. It was love. Simple as that. She loved him as well as she knew how. He loved her. More than any man should love a woman. Tragedy, right? No other word for it. I loved him too, you know. Elephants at the watering hole, I always think. Come on.
Hey, Dave, good to see you.
Jago, Ben Jago.
Hello, Tommy, looking fit. You've been working on the lower chest.
Ben Jago, did the Kensal Siege. Bloody good man to have about you.
Nice to meet you. Yesterday's man. Forget about it.
Watch my lips. We're not perfect. We're not perfect, and we don't pretend to be. But we are pretty bloody good. And we're getting there, and we're not about to surrender the streets to mob rule. But a police service should be seen to represent the whole society. And so, with the backing of the Home Secretary, I have pleasure tonight in announcing a new initiative to recruit and promote black and Asian officers in the Metropolitan Police right up to the very highest level. Meanwhile, let us not forget our main task, which is not to change society, and certainly not to appease the political correctness lobby. Our main task is catching criminals of whatever race, creed, or colour, and making the streets safe for decent people to go about their lawful business. Thank you, gentlemen.
He was going apeshit, strength of 10 men. Then suddenly he goes limp. I couldn't believe it. Oh no. Shit!
So, where are all these black officers you're going to bring on?
Good point. If I could find any whose brains were as big as a dick's, I'd be a happy man. Well, that's the truth, isn't it?
And is that a view you shared with the Home Secretary Commission?
Oh, he knows the situation as well as I do. Just do what you bloody well can. Art of the possible. Okay, you know, Ben, you know, sometimes, not always, but when you've had weeks on bloody end of singing from the song sheet, you know, Martin Luther King, etc., let the word go forth, I have a dream, and so on, you know. You know, wouldn't it be nice just to relax just for once and tell the truth? I'm just not up to snuff. Not yet. Come on. Don't think he had anything.
In any case, he's one of ours, isn't he?
Better get back to Tricky Dick.
want to deal with this yourself, sir. All blew up from one arrest, a guy called William Coates.
Willie Coates?
Yeah.
No, him. Steve, who's he like?
God, you're here, sir. It's a complete bloody cock-up, I'm afraid. We had information there were drugs in the house. The lads went in and Coates went mental.
Were any found?
No. They don't know he's dead.
But we do.
Yeah, but you're telling them he's in custody, right? Assisting an investigation. I mean, one dead man's enough. We don't want a bloody revolution.
I'll come out with you, sir.
No. Best if they just see me. Right. Open the doors. Brothers and sisters, you know who I am. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Othello. I was born here. I grew up on these streets. I went to school here. So you'll get nothing but the truth from me.
What happened to Billy Coates?
Okay, I'll tell you. A terrible thing has happened. A short while ago, Billy Coates died in hospital. Jesus Christ. Burn down the police station, torch the cars, loot the shops, burn our houses. Is that what you want? All right, I know you're angry. But before you go ahead, I want you to stop. Take a second and look. The world is watching us tonight. Now, is that the way you want the world to see us? Looting our shops, burning our cars, trashing our whole community. What do you think the world will call us then? Ignorant fools. And you know they will. So, my friends, I promise you this. If Billy Coates was unlawfully killed, there will be no escape for his killers. There will be no place for them to hide. Believe me, that is a promise. We have our dignity. We just want justice. There must be justice under the law. Justice under the law.
Oh, I was so worried about you. Oh. Are you all right?
I am now. Good to be home.
Take all this stuff off.
Are you giving me orders now?
Absolutely. I'm getting worse, you know. I think about you all the time. I don't know what to do with myself when you're not here. I bought you this. Put it on.
Smells of you. You know, I always think of silk as being a girl thing.
Oh, no. That is absolutely you.
You like it?
So, where are all these black officers you're going to bring up?
Good point. If I could find any whose brains were as big as a dick's, I'd be a happy man. Well, it's the truth, isn't it?
Bingo. Well done, Jeffrey. It's brilliant. We'll go with it. And the other chap, the black chap. Side by side on the front page, right? The shame and the glory.
And we're live outside the residence of Commissioner Sinclair Carver, where we're expecting him to issue a statement at any moment. Just arriving is Assistant Commissioner Ben Jago.
Sorry, gentlemen, I honestly don't know any more than you do. Mr. Jago!
Thanks for coming, Ben. He's through there. It's just so unfair after all he's done.
I know.
What a bloody awful business, Ben.
We're not done for yet. Let's see if we can find a way to spin out of this.
Oh, there's no way. A tricky dick on the phone at 6 a.m. They want my resignation by noon. The Prime Minister's taking a keen personal interest, apparently.
Oh, is he, the little bastard? Right, well, I'm resigning with you then.
Oh, no, Ben, you mustn't do that. This is my own mess. I got myself into it. I walked right in. And that fella in the Cassie, he must have had the place wired up. I knew he looked wrong. I knew
What
it.
he said was the truth. I know it. He knows it. Everybody knows it.
Sitting here I am with my career in ruins, and what I feel is embarrassment. Ben, what a mess. What a mess.
Get some air.
So, listen to me, Ben. I don't want you going out to bat for me. You have to distance yourself, however hard it is, because we need the best possible man to take over, and that's you, Ben. So you can't be seen to be Carver's man, do you understand me? You have to distance yourself. For the Met's sake. If not for yours, all right.
But I am your man, Sinclair. Always have been. Always will be.
Oh, Ben.
You are mad! You know that, don't you? How long have you known him? 3 days?
Months. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Great together, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I've never seen Desi so happy.
Desi and John.
Desi and John.
Now, you're never going to hear this from me again, ever. But I want you girls to know that this guy is the best. There's no one I'd sooner have by my side. He proved that last night.
Thank you very much, Ben.
My hero.
Desi's pretty special too, you know.
Well,
Oh, I
yes.
can see that. So you two go back a long way?
Lulu's been my friend forever. We were at school together.
Let me guess. Rodine? Somewhere like that?
Not very much like that. It was a boarding school, but the other sort, you know? Experimental, progressive, co-educational.
Ah, you never told me that.
Well, now you know.
And what about you, Ben? Have you and John been bestest friends since way back?
Ben is my mentor. Picked me out as a recruit, and I have no idea why.
Wasn't difficult. This man is seriously talented, and we all need someone who'll look out for us.
Look, can I ask, what's going to happen about Carver? Is he resigning, or is that off limits?
In confidence, yeah, he is. She'll be on the news tonight.
We'll take over.
Well, if there's any justice, Ben will.
Really?
I don't think so. Too much of a roughneck for him.
Well, I hope it is you, or someone like you. I'd feel a lot safer.
Nice of you to say so.
No, I mean it.
Well, good.
Oh, Michael, got time for a drink?
No, I'm afraid not, sir. Neither of you.
Oh, what's so important? It's the man's wedding.
Well, absolutely. Can't you tell them he's booked out for the day or something?
Sorry, ma'am, but I promise I'll get him back to you as soon as I can.
Well, at least let me introduce you to Desi. Michael Cass, one of my very best men.
Hello there.
This is my wife.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Good of you to break your day for us, John.
Sir.
Someone here who wants to meet you. Prime Minister, John Othello.
John, wonderful to meet you. What you achieved yesterday, well, I think that hit the spot for all of us.
Thank you very much, sir.
Please, sit. Look, I won't beat about the bush. We want to offer you the Met. Are you on for it?
As Commissioner?
I know. You'd be skipping a couple of rungs, but we felt we wanted to make a very clear, bold statement about the kind of Britain we want our kids to grow up in. Matter of fact, it was Jim's suggestion. Jim Gordon handles presentation for us.
Good to have you on board.
Well, he hasn't said yes yet. So what do you think, John? Will you take it on?
Prime Minister, is all this just about making a clear, bold statement, or do you really believe I'm the best man for the job?
I wouldn't have offered it if I didn't, John. Do you have any doubts about your ability to handle it?
No, it's not that. I know my worth. I just never thought I'd get a chance to prove it.
Isn't he great? I hope you won't mind a word of advice. Don't let yourself get isolated. Find one or two close confidants, people you can trust absolutely, and tell them everything that's on your mind. Sometimes two heads really are better than one. Jim does that for me. Do you have anyone like that?
Ben Jago.
Commissioner?
He's a rock.
And you accepted?
What else would I do? Look, I know it should have been you, but this is the way that they wanted it.
No, John, it's brilliant. I'm really chuffed. I'm so proud of you. You know, I always believed you had it in you.
I know how much I owe you. I wanted you to be the first to know. And, I'm gonna need your help. Now more than ever. I know I can count on it.
Let's be having you. You clever big black bastard. So proud. So proud of you. Of course, you know I'm eating up with sodding envy. You do know that, don't you, sir?
Oh, Ben, I know you wanted this job, but you are too big a man for envy. You know, the Prime Minister himself said to me, is there anybody that you absolutely trust? Ben Jago, I said. He's a rock.
Thanks, John. That means a lot to me. You stupid, patronizing ape.
You know nothing about me. Nothing. Like a rock. How very quaint. How very dark is Sunday school. How very good of you to acknowledge how much you owe to me. You owe me everything. Everything. You should have told him. Oh, I know it should have been you, Ben. That's Ben Jago's job. I'm just a token handsome nigger.
I know it should have been you, Ben. I know it should have been you, Ben.
You don't run a police force with cheap PR stunts. But no, he believes any shit they lay on him. Suddenly he's the big man, up to his throat with fake, empty dignity. Christ, I could howl like a dog! What have I done? What have I done here? Should have been me. Should have been me! I love you, John. I did. I could when you were comfortable. Halfway down the greasy pole with your tongue the level of my arse. But now, how can I love you now?
Well, well. What a passionate performance. I'm quite surprised at myself. All over now. Heat of the moment. Don't set too much store by it. It's a shame, really. He's a good man. It's all going to take a little bit longer than I hoped. And it's all going to end in broken hearts. Not yours, though, or mine. Cheer up. Do you like sex? Good.
You know it was. Don't you want to come?
Not necessary.
Well, none of it's necessary. What's all this about, Ben?
I wanted to get to know you better.
And this is your usual style? You are a very unorthodox policeman.
Thanks.
So, what is it? Your best mate's got a posh girl, so you thought you'd get one too.
Who knows what makes us do things?
This way, sir. That's nice. Nice smile. Nice and close together. Lovely.
I feel so safe with him.
John Othello, the new Metropolitan Police Commissioner, promised today that he would pursue all deaths in custody at the very highest level of priority, beginning with the death of William Coates, which has caused widespread anger and unrest.
Oh, you, who oversee this investigation, make it clear. They all hang together. They are all equally guilty. I will see all four of them go down if it comes to that. I want them broken, Ben.
No problem. Shaming away all this. 4 young careers lost for an arsehole like Billy Coates.
I don't give a toss about their careers. If they think it's all right to beat a man to death, whoever he is, then they don't belong in the Met. They belong in prison. Because they're the violent criminals.
How easily he slides into the way of it.
Thank you. I've invited you here today, my most senior officers, because I want you to take back this message and I want you to ram it home. From now on, 0 tolerance for racism. 0 tolerance for misconduct. Do as you would be done by is a fine principle. But now we need to back it up. By be done by as you did. We need to show the people that they can trust us. And we will. Remember, be done by as you did.
I was terrible in those days. I used to shag people out of sheer politeness. What a mess.
Not necessarily. I rather like that in a girl.
Oh, you. The thing is, I believed, and in a way I still believe, that there's something lovable about everyone, even when they turn out to be arseholes.
You see, you're an idealist.
And you're a nice man. But really what it was then, I was so desperate for somebody to love me, they only had to say, "Hi, Lulu," and I'd have my knickers down.
And Desi, was she like that?
No. She was a good girl.
So how come you two got so close? Maybe you did the things she wished she could.
No. That's not it. She's a good friend, always was. We've always told each other everything. And anyway, why are you so interested?
I just like to get inside the other person's head.
And other places. I tell you one thing. I always knew she'd fall for someone like John.
What? A big black guy, you mean?
No, silly. But someone, you know, strong, noble. Don't you think John's just a bit too good to be true?
I sometimes think they both. I don't think they know each other very well.
That's being in love, though. Isn't it?
What? Nigger-loving slag. You're dead.
Why don't you two just get lost, you stupid wankers?
He went mad, sir. Apeshit. He was flailing about. He went for his knife. He just come at us. I genuinely feared for my life, sir.
So you...
I struck him on the forearm, the right forearm, the one holding the knife, and then we all went in and restrained him.
And it took 4 of you to do that?
He was going apeshit, sir. You know what they're like when they lose it.
What they're like? Who?
You know, people like him.
Black people, you mean?
No, sir. Violent criminals with a history of mental instability. Of course.
You're required outside, sir. There's an urgent phone call for you.
Okay, carry on.
John, there's no need. I'm absolutely fine.
I'll decide what's necessary. I am not having this. I want those bastards caught and I want them locked up. My wife will have proper protection. And I don't just mean some bobby on the front door. I'm a first-class man on this. Every minute, I'm not with her until it's sorted.
Absolutely. Someone she can talk to, someone she can be, you know, easy with. Michael Cass?
Can you spare him, Ben?
I'll manage somehow. Trust me.
Is he? I am so angry at myself.
I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine.
Yeah, well, let's make sure of that, shall we? Do you remember Michael? Superintendent Michael Cass.
Of course. Hello. Hi.
Well, he's going to be taking care of you every moment I am not here. For as long as it takes. Oh, Desi.
He never stopped fighting or kicking, sir. I was in genuine fear for my life.
You were looking for drugs, right?
Yes, sir.
You find any?
No, sir.
So, to sum up, the four of you went to an innocent man's house, knocked his front door down, then proceed to kick him to death.
Sir, we only used approved methods of restraint.
We can do it. They'll crack. All it takes is the will.
And a little bit of patience. Forensics won't do it for us. We need admissions. It takes time.
They are making a mockery of the Met, Ben. They're insulting us. A man died,
I know
Ben.
that, sir.
Well, let's not forget it. I will not have them hanging together so that they can protect the guilty. I want an example made. What about him?
So far, he's telling the same story.
And you believe it?
I don't believe any of them.
God, I want to see them all go down.
But we can't be judge and jury then.
Ben, are you sure that your heart is in this? Because if it's not, I'll put someone else in. You just say the word.
Have I ever let you down, John?
Ben, I need a result.
You'll get one.
You'll get one.
How's it going?
Oh, not bad. I'm on the final stretch. Thanks.
What is it?
It's an interview I did last week. An American artist called Ron Kittai.
Oh, yeah, him. No, well, he's got a retrospective coming up, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Don't look at me like that. I got an A-level in art. I nearly went in for it. Is that how you met the chief? Interviewing him?
It was, actually. It was meant to be this little piece in a big feature called Young, Black and Gifted. And we ended up talking for 6 hours or something, and here we are.
I'll let you get on.
Right. Thanks.
Okay.
So you carried him out of the house unconscious, right?
No, sir.
Oh, what do you mean, no, sir? What have I got wrong?
He never stopped yelling and kicking.
Well, he did eventually, didn't he? I mean, after you and your mates had battered him unconscious. Went a bit quiet then.
No one used anything but approved methods of restraint.
Nasty shock then when you realised he was dead.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel?
I genuinely feared for my life, sir.
Yeah. I meant later. How did you feel when you realised you'd killed him?
Come on, Alan.
Interview suspended 2101. Stand up, son. Come here, son. I know it wasn't you. But what could you do? And they were saying stuff, yeah? Kill the nigger, stuff like that. Like a bad dream, it must have been. Listen, son. You just tell us exactly what happened, and we'll look after you. That's a promise.
coming up the stairs, and Billy was standing just inside the back room. He was laughing. He was off his head on something. That's what it seemed to me. As soon as he saw AD, he started in on him. You know, dissing him. He said, "Excuse me." He said, "Hey, bitch, you come to suck me?" And he, like, got it out, started sort of waving it at us. Well, at AD, really. I think there's stuff between them two that goes back a long way.
Hold on, Alan. When you say he waved it, what exactly do you mean? What was it he was waving?
His penis, sir.
Not a knife.
I never saw a knife, sir.
Any time?
No, sir.
Go on, son.
Well, I think he just lost it, really. AD.
AD lost it, not Billy Coates.
That's right, sir.
Go on.
Well, then, we were all...
I know, son. I've been there. You've done the right thing. We'll look after you.
I knew it. I was right. Now we can put him in as a prosecution witness. See, it's as I said, Ben. All it took was the will.
All it took was the will. You speechmaker. You personality. You go to parties and play with your wife's tits and I'll make your dreams come true.
And the skill, of course, Ben. Top job.
Oh, thank you, John. Your saying that makes it all worthwhile. How's Desi?
She's fine. In fact, she's better than fine. I never thought I could feel so much for another person.
Oh, yeah, John. I know what you're talking about. I've been there.
But between you and me, understand?
Of course, John. As always.
Well, I wake in the night, and I stay awake. Just so I can watch her sleep. You know, I watch her dream. I watch her eyelids tremble. Sometimes her mouth even moves just a little bit. It's like a whisper. I can never make that out. I don't know where she goes, Ben. In her dreams. I don't even know if I'm in them. It scares me, Ben. All this feeling. It's a feeling as if I'm at her mercy somehow.
She's only a woman, John. You've had women.
Yes, but not like this. I don't know if I could bear losing her.
Don't think there's much chance of that. Don't think I've ever seen a girl so keen. Though, Mike Cass is spending more time with her than you at the moment. You all right about that, then?
Why shouldn't I be?
Well, the way he talks about it, you just feel he's enjoying his work just a little bit too much, and... well... he's supposed to be a hell of a swordsman, Mike. His only weakness. He loves women, and they love him.
You're saying that I should be worried about Desi with him? Swordsman? Please. No, you can forget that. That will never happen. Never in a million years.
All right, John. Point taken. You know me, I'm just a suspicious old bastard. And Desi, well, you can see she's put her wild times behind her.
Wild times? What are you talking about?
Nothing. It's not worth mentioning.
What?
Well, just a few things Lulu let slip, you know. young girls growing up.
You saying that Desi slept around?
Well, no more than anyone else. Probably. What does she say about those days?
You don't talk about those days.
And why should you? Look, I wish I'd never mentioned Michael Cass. He's fine. Desi's fine. Everything's fine.
What do you think?
Oh, you bet, yeah. Sir, aye.
Oh, you're late. Getting Michael up past his bedtime.
Sorry, Michael.
You're right. What's the matter?
Nothing. Stuff on my mind, that's all. Good day.
We had a very nice day. Thank you. Wine?
Yes.
I'll be off then, sir. 8 a.m. okay tomorrow?
Yes. 8 a.m. is fine.
Great. Okay. See you tomorrow.
What were you like before you knew me?
What's brought this on?
I don't know. Nothing, just... What were you like?
How can I answer that? The same. Well, different, I suppose.
Different? Different how?
Oh. Because I hadn't met you.
Oh, so you changed when you met me.
Well, didn't you change when you met me? What is this?
I don't know. I've just been thinking. What can you ever know about other people?
Well, I know you, you know me. What are you saying?
I've been thinking about when we got to know each other. And I did all that talking. And you did all the listening. And I told you everything. What did you tell me?
Why this now?
How come you always do that to me? Answer a question with another question.
All right, there's always you talking and me listening. Isn't that always the way with men and women? You know, I was just saying today to Michael, it is so unusual to find a man who actually wants to listen.
You said that to him.
Yes, I did.
So he's one of these unusual men who likes to listen, and I'm not?
Are you jealous?
Should I be?
No. Emphatically not.
So what were you like?
I was like a blank sheet, waiting for you to write your name on me.
So what does she say about him?
I don't know. Nothing.
What, nothing at all?
Hey, you. I thought you came round here to see me, not talk about Desi and Cass. He's fine. They get on. They go running. What's so fascinating about them? And more to the point, how about a little more attention to me?
So, do you want to go running?
No. What other sports do you know? I quite fancy wrestling.
Okay, you've got to press that button there, see? That's all it does. Okay, try a sprint. Flat out for 100 meters.
I'll leave you standing. Like it's
Don't want that slag, mate. She goes with blacks.
What did you say?
You heard me. Second force. Stand aside. We'll all have a go of her.
Move, and I'll kill you.
Come on, Ben. Because you know you were making me very nervous.
Someone was trying to sell these to a Sunday rag.
What's this then?
Exactly. They could be quite innocent. They're just, I don't know, fooling around.
Fooling around? You're saying my wife is fooling around with Michael Cass?
No, John, I didn't mean it like that. It's just, well, my friend at the picture desk thought I should see them. I thought you should.
They are not going to publish them, are they?
No. No.
Good. And it's just mischief making. They are stirring for a story. And that is insulting.
Afraid it comes with the territory.
Sir. Hey, I shouldn't worry about it. It's not as if they're actually doing anything. Better not, you know?
I don't believe it, Ben. She loves me. If you could see how she is, how we are. She cannot get enough of me.
Well, good. Nothing to worry about then. Probably.
Ben, she smells so pure and clean. I mean, she tears so pure and clean.
Women, eh? If they knew how we idealise their bodies, their sex. To us, it's like a secret garden, yeah? But to them, it's just ordinary. They handle themselves like a old envelope. And who knows what's going on in their heads?
You don't really think something's going on, do you?
Oh, I don't know, John. We're saying these upper-class girls are the worst. But I reckon all women are pretty much the same. They like it more than we like to think they do.
You know, the other night,
Say it.
I thought I saw something.
Between her and Michael Cass?
Yeah, but I could have been wrong.
Do you want him out of there? The thing is, if we take him out, we'll never know for certain.
And I would have to know, one way or another.
Well, what's your instinct? He's with her now.
If I thought that my wife and Michael Cass were lovers, I'd kill them both.
Hey, who knows? Maybe all this is just in your head.
I like it best when it's just us.
Do you?
Yes, don't you?
Yes, of course I do. Wouldn't you much rather have Michael here as well?
God, no, I see enough of him all day. John, do you think we still need that? I mean, you know, he sorted those guys out. Isn't it all over?
Not sure. But wouldn't you miss him?
Yeah, I suppose. He's become a real friend.
Real friend? Then you wouldn't mind if we just left things as they are?
No. No. Not if you think it's really necessary.
How are you getting on with Desi?
Oh, she's great, sir.
Lovely woman. It's a shame, really.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What's a shame?
Maybe it's only right you should know. Just in case. It's a show marriage. There's nothing going on. He'd like to, but he can't. Tragic, right?
Jesus.
Beggars belief. Now, for God's sake, don't let him know you know. Or her, or anybody else. You treat it as background information. And use your discretion.
Let's get this clear. Roderick, the young officer, will appear for the prosecution. He won't be charged, and you're quite happy with that.
He was put in an impossible situation, Richard. Forced to witness a racist attack, so yes, I am happy with that. Plus, we have sufficient evidence to support the charges. We expect the jury to convict.
Excellent. I don't need to tell you the Prime Minister has taken a very keen personal interest in this. As have I. So let's make sure we get it right.
We will, sir.
What? Who's saying anything different?
The boy told us exactly what happened, Adi. I can see it. I know. He was asking for it, wasn't he? Interview suspended 10:45 a.m. Could you see if there's any chance of a cup of tea, Estelle? Listen, there might just be a happy ending to this after all.
Hey! Morning, sir. How's the young kid Roderick holding up, sir?
Well, frankly, Mike, between you and me, it's anybody's guess. Quite a thing standing up in court, shopping your mates.
He's doing the right thing. Those three deserve everything that's coming to them. Rot in hell as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's what the boss wants. Fingers crossed, eh? Anyway, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be with the lovely Desi?
I'm getting mixed messages there, sir. You know, just last Wednesday, he told me that he wanted to keep me on there for the foreseeable future, but I got there this morning and he told me basically to sod off and not come back. Quite honestly, sir, I don't know what to do.
Or maybe he just wants to spend some quality time with her himself. No, you stick with it, Mike. It's important. Anyway, she likes the look of you. So Lulu tells me.
Well, I won't pretend it's a hardship, sir.
Good to see you. Come on, sit down. So, how is it, Alan? Come on, you and me. No secrets, right? Pretty tough, yeah?
Tell you the truth.
That's what we're here for, Alan.
Tell you the truth, I don't think I can take much more.
Tough situation. You do the right thing and everybody shits on you. Come on, you can tell me.
I see myself standing up in court. I keep going over it and over it. I wake up at night thinking about it, not sleeping right. And they gave me some pills, but they make me feel like shit. Not exactly your ideal, happy, keen young constable, am I?
I know. I understand. I've been there. And the thing is, well, you know it yourself, don't you? It's not so much what happens in court, it's what happens afterwards. Some things just never get forgotten, do they? You know, I could understand it if you thought, the hell with it, I'm not going to crucify myself. Just walk away. No one will blame you for that.
No. No, I would. I would blame me for that. I'm going through with it. I've got to.
Come on. Drink up. And let's go and have a proper drink. I think you need a bit of TLC.
My lord, the case for the prosecution is that these three police constables went to the house led by the senior on the day in question was to search for drugs. The ostensible purpose was to teach Billy Coates a lesson and resulted in Mr. Coates' death. They took a fourth policeman with them, Constable Alan Roderick. They wanted him to witness and participate in this beating, to socialize him, as it were, into their violent and brutal culture. I call Alan Stephen Roderick. My lord, could I have a few moments?
Billy Coates was unlawfully killed. There will be no escape for his killers. There will be no place for them to hide. Believe me, that is a promise. That is a promise. That is a promise. That is a promise.
Alcohol and sleeping pills. Death of a depressed man. What a waste. What a waste.
What the hell happened there, Ben?
Look, sir. This was my case. You gave it to me, I promised you a result, and I blew it. You can have my resignation. No. This was down to me. I won't let them crucify you because I didn't cover all the angles. I want to take the blame.
No, Ben, no. You can just stop that. You can forget all about it. I won't accept your resignation. Dear God, Ben, sometimes I think you're the only one that I can trust.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really sorry about yesterday. I think you were just under a lot of pressure, you know?
Well, so long as you're all right. And anyway, it's my birthday today. I thought you could help me celebrate.
Drinking on duty, are we?
Well, I won't tell anyone if you don't.
We could get something in to eat.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, hey.
Get
Thank
some
you.
glasses. I think a birthday deserves a bit of fizz, don't you?
Yeah, why not? Oh!
Thanks. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Happy birthday. Mike. It's not on, okay?
You sure about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, for all sorts of reasons. Let's not spoil things.
Okay. Sorry.
Friends, okay?
Friends. Is it all right if I still fancy you?
So long as you know it's not going to come to anything. I would much rather you didn't know.
Well, there's no hope of that.
Right. What are we having?
The case against the 3 policemen accused of manslaughter in the Billy Coates trial collapsed amid dramatic scenes at the Old Bailey this morning.
Well, sir, in confidence, we were told to push too hard. He was so keen to get a result, the boy put a spin on his story to show willing, and then panicked when it came to the push. It's a shame.
Is John Othello all right, Ben? Is there anything we should know about?
He's under a lot of stress, put it that way. Let's say we're looking after him the best way we can.
I'm having a lovely time here.
Yeah, not quite as lovely as I thought I'd have. But not bad. Not bad. Time for a proper drink, though. That champagne's just girls' wine, really. Excellent. They don't muck about down there on the Cote Roche. Would you care to taste this wine, sir? All right, pal. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Put it in there.
Take it off. I'll soak it.
You sure?
You can borrow something of John's.
Right, there you go. I'll just,
I should think you're about the same size, aren't you?
What about this?
No, not that. Take it off, please take it off.
Hey, why? Doesn't that suit me? It's... So...
Michael spilt some wine on his shirt, and I just went to get him something else to wear, and he found that.
Take it off.
Look, I was just going to anyway, sir. It's my birthday, sir. I brought a bottle of wine.
No, I think you better go.
Right. You'll be all right?
Yeah, fine, fine. I think he's a bit upset about something.
Okay. Well, if you're sure. And, you know...
I'll call you.
Right.
How was today?
How could you give him that to wear?
I told you I didn't. He just happened to pick it up.
He just happened to pick it up, of all the things that he could put on his body.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. He only had it on for a second. As soon as I saw it, I said, take it off, and then you came in.
Because he spilled wine on his shirt. And I'm supposed to believe that.
It's in there. It's soaking. John, what is this? You think I'm having an affair with Michael, don't you?
Are you?
No. I've never looked at another man since I met you. You're the love of my life. I thought you knew that.
Yeah, well, sometimes I don't know what to believe.
John, with all the things you have to worry about, you don't have to worry about me.
Truly?
Truly. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Sometimes I think I love you too much.
Oh, that's not possible. I can take all the love you have to give me.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Get me down. I can't get away, can I?
I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. I don't know, Ben. I don't know.
This roll. Do you still have it?
Yes.
Good. Let me have the lab take a look at it.
What for?
You know what for, John. Sexual secretions. Yours, his, hers. I'll make sure it's confidential. You're A, she's B, he's C. Look, if there's anything you'll know for certain.
Maybe we shouldn't be doing this, Ben. You know, it could all just be in my head.
Well, if it was, that's good. But if you don't find out, you'll always be wondering. You do want to know, don't you, John?
Yes. I want to know.
This is a beautiful garment.
She bought it for me.
She has an eye. Now, they showed me how to do this. Open your mouth, John.
Ben.
It'll only take a second. That should do it.
And what about him?
All taken care of. Now, let's have a drink. You want some of this?
Christ, Ben, what is that? It's not dope, is it?
Dundee cake. My little weakness. My mum used to make it. Neither of my two wives could be asked. It's good. Have some. Go on.
I don't know what's happening to me, Ben.
Eat your cake. It's good for you. I mean, this you can rely on, right? I know what you're talking about. I feel like that sometimes. One minute, everything's fine. Everything's under control. The next, they've snatched the rug from under you. You're like whirling down into some dark pit, arse over tit. You don't know which way up you are.
You feel like that?
I felt like that. The thing is, don't let it show. Don't let it show and it'll pass. Let's all go out to dinner. My treat. We'll have a private room at Fernando's.
I don't think I can handle that, Ben.
You can handle it. Show me who's master of the situation.
This stuff is great. Everybody, drink up. Come on.
John, I always meant to ask you, what's your history? I mean, where does your family come from originally, if you don't mind my asking?
I don't mind you asking, Lulu. My father's from St. Lucia. That's where my people are from, and before that, of course, West Africa.
St. Lucia was just absolutely beautiful. Rainforest stretching right down to the ocean. It's paradise, really, wasn't it?
Blacks waiting on whites, just like they did in the old days on the plantations. You get a very good sense of what it must have been like. See, Lulu, that's what St. Lucia's all about. St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados, all of those places. Your people brought my people over there to work and die as slaves on your plantations. There was that old man, what was his name? Joshua. He was a gardener in the hotel. His grandmother knew my grandmother. He could show you every inch of the aisle and tell you what happened. And he showed me where my family worked and died. Now, I can't explain that to you. I don't really expect you to understand.
I think we do, John.
Well, it's all supposed to be different now, isn't it? I mean, my people came over here, start a new life, and what did they get? The leftovers. Other men's leavings.
You haven't done too badly.
Haven't I?
Well, you've never said anything like that before.
Maybe I was too ashamed.
Ashamed of what?
Ashamed of the part of me that when I was younger wanted to be like you. Wanted to be white. I mean, who the hell wants to be the nigger? What is he doing here?
John, I asked him to come. Please don't be angry. He just wants to talk.
What is that man doing here?
All right, John, look, this isn't a good idea.
Sir, I need to speak to you. You've got the wrong idea about me.
How dare you come here and speak to me?
Someone's been spreading lies, sir. Something's going on.
Careful, Mike.
Do you know what he's talking about?
It's important, sir.
You come in here and you speak to me, I'll kill you.
Now you're just being idiotic.
Don't you ever speak to me like that.
I'm sorry, you know I didn't mean it.
No! No! Over!
Michael, go. Go now. It's okay. All over now. We can all be friends, yes? See, now that the scum is gone, I can know that I'm amongst my friends. So a toast to my friends and my beautiful wife.
So what do you think? I know, I feel it too. I'm almost sorry I started this. Too late now. He's up and running. It's beyond my control.
Tell me about you and Michael Cass.
Tell you what.
Tell me everything.
Oh, John, there's nothing to tell.
I don't believe you. I've seen him look at you.
So, he knows nothing could ever happen between us because I belong to you.
Who else?
Who else what? What do you mean?
Who else had you?
Now that is not fair. I won't answer that. You don't want to know.
You tell me what I want to know. Who else?
Nobody.
Nobody. Ever since I met you, there has only been you. Oh, John, what's the matter with you?
I don't know. You tell me what's happening to me.
John, you're scaring me. You're supposed to be the strong one. You're supposed to take care of me.
Yeah, we'll let Othello take care of her, shall we? We'll let Othello take care of her. Because she's the one that's out of control. Because she's floating away, we'll hold her down. Daddy's little problem girl. We'll just palm her off onto the black man because no one else will have her. Because everybody knows she's damaged goods.
That is not true. Someone's been telling you lies, John.
Yeah. Someone's been telling me lies. You've been telling me lies. No, I just want the truth. Tell me the truth, bitch.
Don't speak to me like that. I don't know you when you speak to me like that. You frighten me. I don't want to be with you anymore.
Hey! Where you going? Where you going to him?
I'm going to Lulu's. You listen, you've got this all wrong. Ask Lulu, ask Ben. Nobody ever loved anybody like I love you, but I can't bear to be with you when you're like this. Please, just let me go. Just let me go.
Why can't I spend more time with her than you? It's supposed to be a hell of a swordsman.
I don't think you should go back there. Not tonight, anyway.
Oh, he'll be all right. He was never like this before, you know. He's just got this thing in his head about Michael.
Listen, Desi, this is serious. Do you want to know what I think? I think he needs help, and you need protection.
Oh, come on, Lulu.
Well, what do you think, Ben? You know him best.
Don't say that. Nobody knows him better than me. I love him, and he loves me. This is just a... He needs me. He needs me.
Well, at least listen to what Ben's got to say, Desi.
I think Desi's right. I think John needs you now. Maybe more than ever.
Stephen Jackson, former Transport Minister and former candidate for the Mayor of London. And lastly, Commissioner John Othello of the Metropolitan Police. But first, let's have a question from Mrs. Eleanor Barrett of Harrow.
Do the panel believe we live in a racist society? And if so, what can we do about it?
Commissioner John Othello. Commissioner?
You asked me, do we live in a racist society? Yes, obviously. So what can we do about it? I say enjoy the advantages it gives you.
I think we're expecting rather more than that, John. Commissioner?
It doesn't have to be so bad, John. Another day is someone else. What does it matter in the big picture? Did you hear about Mike Cass, by the way? Someone gave him a hiding. I reckon he was asking for it, don't you?
Was he badly hurt?
He'll live. He never saw the guy who hit him, apparently. Just one of those things. Yesterday's news.
Yes. Yesterday's news.
That's it. You have to get these things in perspective, and it's the same with the personal thing. You have to see life as a whole. Love. Sexual love. Love for a woman. It's just a tiny part of a man's life.
Not for me.
Do you think you're the first man to pick the wrong woman?
I didn't pick her. I just thought I did. For her was I fell in love with her. And what is she now?
Well, she's your wife, John. For better or for worse. I got a report back from the Path Lab today, John. A, B, and C. I'm so sorry.
I know, Desi. I know.
What? What do you know?
About you and Cass in my house, in my bed, in my room.
John, it isn't true.
Don't lie to me. I've just told you. I know.
You don't know anything. You know nothing about me if you can say something like that.
No, I don't know anything about you, but I do know that I loved you too much and I wish I'd never set my eyes on you. Because all the time you were somewhere else. You were with someone else, even in your dreams. You were never mine. You were never mine. I thought you were mine.
This is just... This is madness. None of this is true. I was always yours. Always.
No more lies, Desi. No more lies. No more lies.
I don't like this game anymore. You're frightening me.
It's not a game.
Just get off me.
A game? A game?
Off me.
My life was just a game. It was a game to you, wasn't it?
Stop hurting me.
Oh, God, there's no pulse. Get an ambulance.
No, I'm not. Silver, where's the judge?
What have you done?
Look at her. She's so sweet. You don't guess what a whore she was.
A whore? Who said she was a whore?
Everybody knows it. You know it. Don't lie to me.
She loved you. Who told you lies about her? Who?
Oh, Christ, John. I was too late. I came as quick as I could. I couldn't use the phone, something like this. They cocked up at the lab. The DNA. It was just A and B. She's innocent, John. She's clean. I'm so sorry.
It was you.
We're outside. You can do nothing here. It's like a wild animal. Anything could happen.
It was you.
Get out! Get out! Steady, John.
I trusted you.
John, you've got it all wrong.
Shut up and don't lie. I can smell it and you stink of it. You did this to me.
Because you took what was mine. I never meant it to end like this, John.
I trusted and I loved you.
I loved you. I still do. I always will.
I don't want you here. I have to make things tidy before anybody else comes. Go on. Get out.
I wanted a little more time alone with her. I tried to tell him, you know. He had nothing to worry about with Desi. It's tragic.
Absolute bloody shame. What do you think it could have been? Just all too much too soon, or what?
Woman trouble, I gather. The wife. A rich man's daughter. Bit of a handful.
Well, it was a brave experiment, wasn't it? No one can say we didn't try. Nor could it be accounted a failure. He did some bloody good things in a short time. Better get a safe pair of hands next time.
It was about love. That's what you've got to understand. Don't talk to me about race. Don't talk to me about politics. It was love. Simple as that.